Just any one of you can answer this. Just amid the offensive struggles today, just talk about how you just keep grinding it out and finding a way to win.
Well, first, I just want to start off just by thanking my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It wouldn't be possible without Him. And then to answer your question, I feel like it's just a belief. We didn't have the best game offensively, but we knew that we had to, find a way defensively to get stops. And then we knew like we're good enough to make shots. So eventually they was gonna fall, but it was tough for us throughout the game. But like I said, I felt like our level of belief just went up a level.
For Raven, after today you were honored with your 1,000 points recognition. Just talk about how like making those 3-pointers felt for the team today, and also just 17 points you scored as well.
It felt great. Just like I give credit to my teammates to just finding me when I'm open, and just moving without the ball got me my open shots, and just like my teammates cutting, him passing, and that got me my open threes.
Loyal coach was talking about your relationship, coach on the court in a way, and coach as a coach.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like you're developing as the leadership voice, not only leading by scoring and assisting, but leading, with the relationships with the other players?
Yeah, I definitely think that I'm growing. It's been really challenging just trying to, my role on the team is a little bit different than it's been my entire career. So just finding different ways to connect with my teammates, and then also to give myself a little bit of grace, because this is definitely like a new role for me. So just continuing to take it day by day, continuing to reach out to them, because if it doesn't work, if we're not close or we don't have some type of level of communication off the floor, then it probably won't work on the floor. So I do think my willingness to be different and to do things a little bit different has played a big part in why we're finding some success on the court.
And what are some specific ways or methods of leadership or things you picked up, throughout this season of being, the player who's being relied on to score and make everything go? What are some things that you picked up on so far?
Yeah, I think just finding ways, like in practice, if I see someone put their head down, just continuing to go up to them and let them know that I see it, but also that they're good enough to be on the team and they're good enough to play at this level. So I think that that's one way. And then off the court, just finding ways to, like, going to Waffle House. I love Waffle House. So anytime I go to Waffle House, I, like, hit, people up. I hit them up and let them know I'm going to Waffle House. And then we spend that time, eating. We don't always have to talk about basketball, but just finding different ways to connect and, create relationships.
Raven, what do you see as far as, especially these past couple games, you've really been providing that big punch off the bench, and today especially scoring, and even with, minute 30 left, you're scoring some crucial buckets. What is it like to be getting into a role on the team and then having so much success in crucial moments?
Just staying with it. Like, of course, I don't think I played my best at the beginning of the season, but, like, that doesn't mean I put my head down. I just got to keep working and just be ready when my number is called. And so I feel like I have been ready in those moments. So just continuing to keep working no matter what happens.
What would y'all say to those fans, that keep coming out and keep supporting and just kind of, like, have that growing fan base and atmosphere come to these games?
Yeah, I just want to say that we're super thankful for them coming out. They definitely don't have to. So we're grateful for that. Hopefully they'll come back. We have a big week ahead on Thursday and Sunday, so hopefully they'll come back because they have been like a major push for us going 2-0 this week. So hopefully we can continue, and hopefully they'll come back out next week.
Raven, you have a longer history with Coach Poppy, of course, and seeing the culture that he likes to build. How impactful do you think it is that he emphasizes that time with the fans, signing autographs, picking up kids, giving them hugs? What do you think that does within the team to have that much relationship with the fans?
I feel like that's what makes us go. Like, if we see him giving back to the community, that pushes us to do the same. Like, we're nothing without the fans. So, like, once he does that, I feel like that just motivates us to do the same and just have them continue to come out to games.
And Lilo, is that different than what you've seen at other programs that you've been at as far as, this culture of spending, 15 minutes? I mean, the people are out cleaning up the arena by the time you guys are out of there. Is that different than what you've had before, and how do you think that permeates through the team and affects you guys in a positive way?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Last year, the time that I was at Bama, we would, like, handpick games, like, on Sundays that we would sit around the court and sign autographs, but it definitely wasn't an every game thing. So that's one thing that I'm grateful for. You know, I have kids coming up to me and wanting autographs and wanting pictures. And like I said, my biggest thing coming back home is to impact, to leave a legacy. So I think that, like Ray said, it plays a big part because without them, we're nothing. So I'm just super grateful that Coach Poppy is just so personable and he allows us to do that.
What do you think you guys learned? I know you're giving a lot back to everybody, but for both of you guys and Loyal first, what do you guys take away from feeling all that love and all that support and the signs that they're making, the full Tiger outfit, you know, out there? What do you guys take away that, as far as like a life lesson of getting all that support?
Yeah, I mean the culture is changing. It's kind of like when you do certain things and the work that you put in, you will be rewarded for it. So I just feel like right now we're being rewarded in different ways, whether it's wins, whether it's the love that we're receiving from the fans. So just super grateful for all of that.
For me, I would say, like, I was a kid once in those shoes. So, like, knowing, like, how much of an impact we have on those little kids, it brings me joy.
Any more questions? I got one question. A real good question. Well, not good. So I noticed down on the baseline in between third and fourth quarters, it was like something switched. The energy went up, and it was like, just more.
Mm-hmm.
Can you all attest to that and speak to that on like what really changed in between those two quarters? That energy level just went up, and then you all just did what you did and came back and made this thing a win.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly when Coach Poppy called the timeout, but I remember him calling the timeout. He wrote on the board urgency. And that was one thing that kind of stuck with me. It's like, okay, we have an opportunity. Let's not leave this court what if we would have did this. I felt like in this moment it was an opportunity for us to seize the opportunity and to go 2-0 on our home court and to further, that resume. 3-1 in the SEC is something. The ACC is something that probably hasn't been done here at Clemson in a while. So it was just, the whole time I was just thinking urgency, like being different, like not going back to those old ways, just being different. So that's kind of what kind of flipped my switch. Like I just wanted a different outcome. I wanted to win.
Any more questions? Thanks, ladies.
Yeah, go Tigers.